We are live.
Wow.
Jace, do I have your email? Jace, I think I do. I'm going on Twitter right now on my Twitter.
Awesome.
All right, you should have it. Well, you should be able to get it, Jason. I just added you.
Right.
I don't see us live.
Well, it's to let you what you will. Okay, hold on.
Okay, I Facebooked and Googled and I'm Twittering.
Oh my God.
I'm just getting an ad.
Wow.
All right. Let me open up. I want to go so I can be in the chat too.
Pardon.
I guess I should mute my sound on. All right. There we go. LC Steve is there.
I still don't see the live feed. Maybe I need to refresh.
Yeah. Okay, I got it muted. Let's see the chat.
Holy cow, why you got me zoomed in so close?
I don't know how to use Zoom so close.
My video looks like crap again.
It's could be the connection.
Now I got a commercial.
Yeah.
Tell you what, your hair's looking very black tonight, Freddie.
It's the lighting.
No.
Oh,
You've dyed
not
it,
even
come
gonna go
on.
there.
You must
Okay, we're
Just
live.
show.
We're live on the Geeksters. And we have Kevin in the top left, me, Mitch in the right, and the pilot, Freddie on the left, bottom left, and Jason on the bottom right-hand corner from the UK. And we're minus Terry. He's a no-show again, like last week. All right. So what is the Geeksters? What is the Geeksters, guys? Besides, we're all old, except for Jason. Jason's a kid here. So what is the Geeksters? Come on, Fred. Don't get that stage fright thing going on now.
No, we're just a bunch of friends that like to talk about tech and computers and fixing them, and it's about it.
Okay.
And so we thought we'd come on here and share some of Jason's knowledge with everybody else.
Very good. So, Freddie, what do you have? What do you have to talk about tonight?
Me, not much. I've got nothing, Mitch.
I got nothing for
you
you, like Survivor. I got nothing for you, Jeff Probst.
I got nothing. No, actually, no. I was looking at this article the other day, and actually, the guy kind of stole my thunder. He was on Podnuts last night, show talking about, these fake companies calling you up and telling you that your computer is running slowly and that you have viruses. And there was an article I posted here. Can you post that up, Mitch? And it was actually up in Canada. This article was.
If you post it in the chat room, post it in the chat room. Aren't you on the website?
That could be difficult. It's on two different computers.
Yes, that's the problem I'm running in here too.
Anyway,
unless you do it, you can do it in TeamSpeak. Do it in TeamSpeak, and I can do it there.
You can put it in Skype as well.
Yeah, but I don't have Skype on here. If you don't, I have TeamSpeak on the streaming computer. So.
Yeah. At any rate, it's just the typical. They call you up and they tell you your, computer's running slow and that you have viruses, and we need remote into your computer, and they're charging up to $400 to fix people's computers. And of course, my first question would be, how do you know my computer's running slow? But
well, did it help?
Guess,
did it help? Did you after they scanned it? Did it help?
It doesn't. The article doesn't actually say, but if you listened to the Podnut show last night, the guy who was on there, he actually, I can't remember the link for it, but he actually spent like 6 hours on the phone with these people, and they were in India, and he just thought he'd have fun with it, so he recorded it. And the screencast and everything for the most part,
Really,
and it's pretty entertaining. But anyway, it was interesting because that's what I was going to talk about was that how these fake people. I mean, basically the word is. I mean, if somebody calls you up and says they're from Microsoft and your computer's running slow, I mean, really, Microsoft is not going to call you up and tell you that your computer is running slow.
No, and they're probably. I would think they're probably trying to target older people that.
I'm sure. I'm
don't
sure.
Know better.
And, obviously most people are just going to hang up on them. But, that's what they do. They just, they keep calling and until they get somebody to hook. Because, I mean, this article says they're charging up to $469.
That's
and they're using banks in Germany, Latvia, Russia, Ukraine, United States, and Iceland. And Acre, UK, or Acle, UK. I can't remember that. Jason, is that you doing that?
Yeah, that's. Oh, you shouldn't let it out, Freddie.
And the bad thing is, people that are watching this podcast or this stream, they're going to know better. It's the people that don't know nothing about this stuff that they're going to
exactly
take advantage of.
And it's interesting because it says that they're obviously they remote into your computer and they're installing keyloggers and all this other stuff. So. Not only did you pay them $400 to fix your computer, however, now they've got a keylogger on there, so they're going to steal your identity and everything else. So I guess and also they will install while they're logged in. They'll install some kind of a hijackware, ransomware, and then say, look at your computer, look what it's doing.
and the sad thing is, some people they're going to fall for it.
Yeah, absolutely. And, like you said, it'd be the older folks or the less savvy. And, I have a few customers of mine that are, they're not older, but they're just not computer savvy. And they, they would fall for it. And, everybody's vulnerable somewhere, but I just thought that would be something interesting to bring up, keep your eye out for. And, if you're a repair guy, then obviously it seems like it's getting worse because I keep seeing it popping up more and more on some of the tech streams. So, you might want to advise your clients of this, that this is happening.
Yeah,
becoming more popular.
Here's a funny story. Where I work, they're consolidating, shutting down plants. So, and some of the people they're moving into where I work at. Said this one guy there, he's been a boss. I've been there 37 years. Oh, I'm aging myself. And when I first started, this guy, he's been there 41 years. He was my boss. And he was working at a different facility where they closed up. But they let some of these people come up our place, but not to be a boss, just to be a regular warehouseman. So this guy, that taught me everything I know, 37 years ago. He's up there. But the thing is, he's the one that got me into building computers like 11 years ago. He built a couple of them, and then I started, building them. And so I haven't talked to him in a while, but since he's been back up, we've been talking, and he said he don't build them anymore. He just buys his own. But he's telling me he's having some problems, with his computer, and he doesn't know anything about. I never heard of malware bytes. He doesn't know. He just uses the Norton semantic, and that's it. So it's kind of ironic how he got me into it, but he doesn't know everything that's going on. All right,
right.
I'm hearing the echo now. It just started.
Yeah, I'm hearing it. Yeah.
It's not me, is it?
Nah, I mean, if it's just coming out of nowhere, it could be a Skype thing. I got the. Oh man, that sucks. Are you guys talking amongst yourself for a minute? I'm going to tell me if it goes away when I mute myself. Hold on.
It's not coming off me because I've just muted.
So, Kevin,
Hello,
looks like you had a couple things here. Link for Western Digital. What's going on there?
Well, as you know, a month or so ago, they had a disastrous flood in their Thailand production facility. and everybody's saying doom and gloom as to when they're going to be back up and running. Well, according to this techspot.com, I'm putting the link in the TeamSpeak chat there. They have partially restored production at one of its hard drive manufacturing plants in Thailand, and it is 1 week ahead of schedule. Something else that caught my attention in the article is they also raised its revenue outlook for the current quarter as a result. Now, that's kind of gutsy. Here you are, you're a plant, and you just suffered a disastrous flood, and you're raising your expectations as to how much you're going to make by the end of the year.
They're not going to bring down the price of the drives, are they? Surely, if they've like quadrupled
exactly.
or
That was the
tripled.
point I was going to get to. They're not going to lower the price right away, obviously, because if they said that, that means the prices are going to stay the same.
Yeah, I agree. Prices aren't going to come. I mean, this is just spitballing, but I don't see the prices coming down until second quarter of next year, maybe. But maybe sooner.
I saw some other remarks about how it's going to be the third, maybe the fourth quarter.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, but the article is a little bit optimistic, and obviously Western Digital is optimistic. But like they were saying, Ray Tech Chat Joe was saying a few weeks ago, it's not just Western Digital; it's the manufacturers of the parts for the hard drives are also affected. So, that the article doesn't really mention that. So who knows? But obviously, Western Digital wouldn't raise their price expectation or the revenue expectation if they didn't think they would have the goods to build the equipment. So,
well, and also the thing that I noticed about the article is says, lastly, regarding the hefty $525 million in damages it was recently ordered to pay Seagate, Western Digital said it would be vigorously contesting the decision. Okay, it is their fault, but it isn't their fault. But isn't that what insurance is for? They have to have some kind of insurance covering that. Okay, if they don't, that's why they raise their profits expectations. They're going to keep those prices up so they can pay that, and then when that happens, then hopefully they'll lower their prices.
Right. Yeah. It's going to take time though. I mean, those pictures were amazing of how that flood affected those facilities, and it's crazy.
Now, do you think? Whoa.
Oh, that sounds better. Whatever you just did. Oh, we can't hear you now, Mitch.
Because I'm not talking.
Oh, there.
Now, do you think when they get these facilities back up, you think they'll have they'll put all their manufacturing facilities on the second or the third floor the next time?
Well, I would hope so. But the thing you got to remember is that their vendors for their parts, they're still rebuilding too as well.
Correct.
So it all has to come together at the same time. And quite frankly, if there was that much damage done to their vendors, I think their expectations are a little bit high.
I mean, well, about 2 weeks ago, I was working on a computer, an old Dell, and it had an IDE drive in it. So I'm thinking, man, I'm not going to find one. It's going to be real expensive. By luck, in my local Staples, they had 3 of them in there, 500 gigs for $70 a piece. I got one of them. So I thought it was pretty lucky. I still think that's the case. In some places, you might find some. I was in Best Buy recently. They didn't have a lot. I saw one PATA, and I think I saw one Western Digital, the black one. And it was like $150, a little high. I think it was 500 gigabyte. But sometimes I think you can get lucky. But as time goes on, I'm sure they're going to be scarfed up.
Yeah. I'm just looking on Newegg right now, and just first page popped up. 1 terabyte, 3.5-inch SATA is $130.
How about 1 terabyte?
Yeah.
I mean, that's still not really too bad.
Well, it's not. You're right. It's not out of this world, but that's still about. I mean, I really haven't bought a bunch of them, but I mean, that's still what, almost double, maybe close to double what they were, right?
Yeah, I was gonna say it was $80 last spring or winter, and it raised it $50.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, because I thought you could buy them for like 80. Yeah,